it's almost impossible to keep up with everything. As I said before, that there's a very significant file that I hope to be presenting, better than before, very much of which would be appropriate to present to Congress. A worry that was being loudly spoken of a couple of afternoons ago was allegation that there might be some piranhas in area ponds out in the wilderness. It's really a very worrisome subject, and actually within the past couple or few weeks that I encountered the subject again in a journal review, and the subject was interrupted by one or more particular cases of alleged being from family that I never knew, and they reminded me of an incident that I experienced back in the summer of 1992 while temporarily visiting the VA center in Sheridan, Wyoming. On one particular night on the TV in the recreation room, somebody had the old terrible movie, 1978 movie Piranha on. And what I remembered about it and kept a report about it is that during the movie there was a commercial break just after a scene, a terrible scene of a pretty camp counselor being dragged down into the waters, and the last scene was bloody water. And then there was a commercial. The commercial was a couple of probably innocent boys, one of them black, the other one white, a chocolate milk commercial. And one of the boys asks the other boy for a swig of his chocolate milk, and then when the other boy says okay and gives him the glass, the other boy goes ahead and drinks it all instead of just a swig, and the concluding comment was, well, because his portion was on the bottom. So the boys of the commercial were probably innocent about the matter, but whoever had the commercial spliced in was wanting to indicate being of some kind of conspiracy. And of course, again, as I've spoken of many times before, that they repeatedly like to indicate conspiring against women that I'd always just want to care about instead. So anyway, I detailed that in previous reports. That particular detail, I think, pertained to the description of a movie from 1978, that there was indication of the possibility of corrupt family involvement about the movie back then, when I was back living in the Sebring area soon after leaving the Navy. And there was a sequel to the movie that was made in 82 that I think might have included some alluding to the strange, very secretive stain smear malpractice that started in Orlando when I was working in Disney World. But anyway, this was basically just only to mention that there had been concern. And actually, in my journal, I'm reminded that sometimes a pretty lady who portrayed herself as being Katy Perry commented occasionally, and I worried about the lady, though sometimes there's indications of her being with some criminals, but that there was, I don't remember the exact details, of a time where there was some kind of comment that she knew of some criminals who knew of piranhas being in ponds somewhere. I don't know, any other details about that. I think that was back when I was living in the dental garden of Dr. Larkin. I know it said that he had a ranch somewhere, and I remember him one time saying that he would have invited me to horseback riding there if I hadn't been worried that something might happen. But I don't exactly remember the details about that either. But this is always for everyone being safe, and I'm just saying that people should be aware and cautious about going out to wilderness areas, to be careful, and that there should be some checking of the areas against the possibility of there being any piranhas. Hope everyone's having a nice and a safe day.